when an employee feels like they don't know where they stand, or, they just don't, maybe they think they're doing good, but they're not. And then you come out of left field and say, hey, like, you're fired for this. And you never talked to them about it before. That's when you run into problems. That's when people get upset. So the best thing you can do, and this is a belief that you have to have, is the second that someone's doing something they're not supposed to, or doing something that you don't want them to, you need to address it. And a good way to tell if there's something that needs to be addressed is if, one, you feel uncomfortable about it. You being uncomfortable about having the conversation is 100% an indicator that the conversation needs to be had. The other thing I've noticed that we did in the beginning is, if you find that something happens during the day and then later that day you're talking to, your business partner or your friend or whoever you have to talk to about these problems, like, you're kind of just having a behind the back conversation, for lack of a better way of putting it, that's usually an indicator that you should talk to that person. That's been pretty consistent. And the other thing I'll say too, big mistake to avoid, the worst thing you can do is talk to your other employees about bad performance about other employees. So if John messes up, the worst thing you can do is, at the end of the day, one or two employees who've been with you for a while or who are doing a great job come back to the shop and you go, oh yeah, you should have seen what John did today. Like, you never want to do that. Even if the thing that John did was with that crew. If they came up to you and said, hey, John did X, Y, and Z, don't indulge the conversation. Don't say like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, I don't like John, X, Y, Z. You have to stay neutral in those situations. And this is really hard, I will say, especially if you don't have like a business partner. But even then, it's honestly hard because you just like want to get it out. You want to tell someone, you want to vent, but you should never vent to your employees about other employees. It's just a recipe for a terrible, terrible culture. The other thing that kind of happens as a byproduct of that, let's say you're talking about John and how bad he is to those employees. Well, now, like, in their head, they know like, okay, my boss openly talks badly about people who work here. So what is he saying about me, right? And you're also just encouraging that type of like gossip or drama. And that sounds so like childish and like high school like, but that's literally what happens. And if you're watching this video and you've been in business for a few years and you're just starting out, you've probably experienced this, where people are just like talking crap about each other and whatever. If you just stop being involved in that, it will go way down. If you are engaging in it, it is 1,000 times more likely to continue and to keep happening.